642-2006, chapter and verse. He put up a squawk, wanting to know where Conraker was. I told him, Stony Mountain. Jail. Yup. That's bad. Well, there's a good side. Yeah? Yeah, he's cracking up like some of those buildings he rubber-stamped. If he's lucky, he just might get transferred to a mental institution. Rudy and I exchanged terse glances. Voidowich rubbed his chin stubble. Then he grabbed up a cell phone, blabbered his displeasure about our presence to someone. We went to work. I sent Rudy and Voidowich up onto the roof, checking for weak spots, water leaks, unfit and or inoperative HVAC units. The kid's got a fear of heights, so I took some pleasure in helping him overcome his phobia. Meanwhile, I broke out the infrared camera, a Thermocan B20HS, started checking the exterior of the building envelope for structural deficiencies, air blisters, wire and pipe insulation problems, and other heat leaks. An interior apartment-by-apartment inspection would follow. So, before I really got going, I buzzed Rudy's wife, told her that her husband would be late for dinner tonight. I thermal imaged the north side of the building, the one opposite the road first. The clouds and the shade made the infrared radiation images pop right out in their full, false colors. Vivid yellows and oranges and reds, greens and violets and blues. I scanned up one column of apartments and down the next, noting heat leaks, cracks, ragged installation, moisture seepage, and field mice. The building was the structural equivalent of a Dodge Aspen. A real lemon. I picked it all up and wrote it all down. The place was owned by Triple E Developments, and I sincerely hoped they knew a few good subcontractors, because they were going to have a metric ton of repairs to make by the time I got through. I was on the last 3 apartments, at the far west end of the building, when I picked up something really interesting. A warm body. Check that. A hot body. Load-bearing 2 huge mounds on its heat-emanating, multicolored torso. I had the camera up above my head, looking over the lip of a window, and I zoomed in. It was someone's laundry room, washer and dryer against the sidewall. Both machines were running at full force, judging from the heat given off. And pressed up against one of the rumbling machines, making love to it, was a someone of truly colossal hooter proportions. Her massive floppers registered white and yellow and orange, the extreme heat range. I took a quick glance around. No one in sight. The only sound Rudy stubbing his toe and cursing somewhere up on the roof, Voidowich chuckling. I moved in closer to the ground floor apartment, tilting the viewfinder further down for an even better look, keeping the camera up over my head, window level. The twin fireballs grew still larger. The woman had her hot little hands underneath her blood-engorged, tissue-inflamed zeppelins, propping them up, squeezing them, fingers rolling her jutting, white-hot nipples. And her loins were burning hot as her towering infernos, where she pressed up against the vibrating washing machine. This bombshell babe wasn't just doing a load. She was getting ready to drop one. And judging by the fire-forged iron forming into a solid rod in my chinos, maybe me too. Chapter 2. The top-heavy thermal image seared my eyes and groin, in all the blazing colors of the electromagnetic spectrum.